welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Point of Review. I'm Matt Ream. As always, you can get me on Twitter at Matt Ream, and with me, just like 6 to 24 inches away, is my co-host.
Hi, I'm Justice.
That's his name
You can catch me at Perfect Flaw 420.
on Twitter.
I'm pretty excited.
Oh, what are you excited for, bud?
You bought us a brand new spankin' dankin' fucking...
Oh, I did. It's shiny.
It's shiny.
It is.
It's very shiny. I set it up. I got the guy to hold on to all of the stuff for us. And Smoking Lamp Presents Point of View Podcast Episode 7 has a brand new mic.
It's brand new.
Brand new.
Yeah.
It's not no Guitar Hero rock band fucking recycled bullshit.
You see the episode with the titled "The New Mic." It wasn't actually a new mic.
We were testing.
It was an original rock band microphone from, like the Guitar Hero rock band game. So it wasn't a brand new mic. I was just seeing if it would work better than my iPhone. Turns out it didn't. So I used my iPhone again for the next episode or two. And now we have this one, so we're good to go.
We have a real microphone with a real microphone program, and it has a built-in stand.
Oh yeah.
We're good to go
For now.
for now, until we need some more equipment and some better things.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of equipment and better things, Justice,
is it that time?
it's that time.
So we had steak today. How was that for you?
It was good.
Good.
My buddy here, he cooked finally.
I've cooked a few times. I made sriracha getty.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like that. But tonight you made steak
That I marinated in beer for...
marinated in beer for probably 8-9 hours.
Yeah, and then I marinated in beer and hot sauce for an hour and a half after that.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
You made some-
You're hard to appease.
Not
noticed
really.
I've noticed
As
a
long
few
as
meals
it's-
that I've made. You've got about halfway through, and you're like, no, I'm good. I'm giving this to Lucy. This one you made.
Well,
it?
that's just because I can't finish it.
Oh, okay.
That's
good.
not because I don't like it.
I wasn't offended or anything. I just knew I had to up my ante when it comes to
If you got
getting your taste palette.
If you got a food that will make me, for lack of a better word, come.
I'm good at steaks.
Yeah, it was pretty
I'm good
good.
at spaghetti.
I enjoyed it.
I can make some killer soups and some crazy desserts.
You know who else makes killer soups?
Who?
Grandmas.
Yeah, but
Like my grandma. She
You're-
makes great soup.
your grandma makes some really good, freaking awesome chili too.
Chili. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout outs to my grandma
For chili, she makes some
for
good chili.
everything that she makes.
Well, yeah, everything that.
Shout outs to your grandma on the internets too, because I'm sure your grandmas make some delicious food.
They probably do. We're proud of your grandmas for making delicious food, keeping you healthy, and listening to our podcast.
Did you know that our next podcast, we're each going to have one of these mics? Probably the exact same, and we're going to have a lot better quality.
Yeah, our quality is going to slowly get better.
We might even make a live broadcast pretty quick, maybe on the 10th one. I don't know.
Yeah.
10th episode, live
Double digit.
live podcast.
The first double-digit episode.
It'd be nice, even though nobody's going to watch it.
You never know.
Whatever. We'll
What
do
can
what
we
we
do?
what can we do? We can start the show.
What do you got on the docket? I
Well,
think it's
first-
time for you to finally run an episode.
Can I finally? What are you talking about? I always run the episodes. Excuse me. Just kidding. I gotta say one thing.
And what's that?
We're still waiting for people to. We're still waiting for the Project Spark beta to start. But while we're waiting, what can people do to try and get their own beta key from you?
Well, they could riddle me this. Who is...
Okay.
Fuck off. I know it's not the same thing. Just hold off. Who is Peter Parker's clone in the Clone Saga of the Amazing Spider-Man series? Your hand.
See, his hand was kind of in the way, so I don't know if you caught that. Who was Peter Parker's clone? What was his name in the Amazing Spider-Man series of comic books? Tweet at him. Do it.
At PerfectFlaw420. If you can answer me, I will give you a Project Spark beta key for Xbox One to get in on that wonderful project that they got going on. It seems like you can create whole worlds in this this very interesting game.
I'll
You
give
don't You don't need Xbox Live to be able to play it. It's turning out to be an interesting concept. I would love to create whole worlds and just have people, go in and just tell me what they think.
It's a good jumping off part for our future business.
Yeah.
But I have bonus points. If they can also tell you the origin, somewhat, within 140 characters, obviously, of the origin of this clone, then I will give them a second beta key
So they can play with friends.
so they can play it with a friend.
I like the up the ante.
There. If you get the bonus points, then there you go. If you don't, then
We will still give you a project beta.
well, you'll get one for sure.
Yeah.
But you won't get the second one.
I mean, who wants to play by themselves? That's just no fun. I mean, you can play with us, but
I always play by myself.
do you? You do. You play COD Ghost by yourself.
Yeah.
It's a bad time.
Well, because nobody else wants to.
Well,
Yeah. All
I
right.
know.
So how about we get started? What do you got? Nah,
No.
I'm just kidding.
you're first on the docket.
I'm gonna start with movies.
Okay.
Movies today. So first of all, I gotta say, there's 2 scripts have been finished in the Hollywoods.
In the Hollywoods.
First one I'm gonna say, Star Wars Episode 7, script's finished.
It's done.
It's good to go. It's deep in pre-production so far. Like, as we speak, it's being pre-produced.
Well, it is 2014, and it is supposed to be releasing at the end of next year. So,
Yep.
like, they should getting into some like teaser trailers and seeing people in costumes and stuff pretty fucking soon.
Yeah, I hope to see at least like a concept picture of something.
Let's put it this way: this time next year, if we don't have like at least a full 3-minute trailer, I'm gonna be severely disappointed.
This time next year?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're gonna need a trailer by next year for sure. This time.
Yeah, because that'll put them 11 months away from.
I think
She wants out.
your little
Come on, minion. Time to go.
Venezuela over there wants out. But I don't know if you've heard, JJ, the director J.J. Abrams. He
Yeah.
also directed Star Trek, which
Yep.
is kind of weird, going from Star Trek to Star Wars.
I know.
He met up with Breaking Bad actor Jesse Plemons, I think it is.
For Skywalker's son, right?
I don't know, for a possible part in the film, doesn't know. He denied the rumor, but that's probably just because he's trying to keep it under wraps. I don't know.
Yeah. J.J. Abrams did or Jesse Plemons did?
Jesse Plemons did.
But J.J. Abrams has stated that, yeah, I did
No,
meet with
it's
him.
still just a rumor.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I
I
thought
don't
we
know.
were.
I don't have that.
Confirmed yet.
I don't have that information.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm sure IGN does, but I don't.
Which is where we get all of our information from Colin Moriarty at No Taxation and Game Over Greggy, otherwise known as Greg Miller, and the runner of that whole operation, Steve Butts.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of other guys though. I can name off a bunch: Ryan McCaffrey,
Damon Hatfield.
Damon Hatfield, Brian Altano. Then we got some other guys.
Some other guys. We usually get
Nick
all the names.
Scarpino.
Nick Scarpino.
Nick Scarpino. He's the audio guy. Yeah. Oh, that was
Dustin
loud.
Dustin
That's loud.
Legary.
Dustin Legary. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good too. Scott Lowe.
Scott Lowe.
See, we know.
We know all you guys. We also
We know all
probably-
you guys, but you
should
don't know
probably
us.
also do a quick shout out to at that Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith. He's
We hear that you're working on some pretty crazy,
Yeah.
controversial work.
he's got a few movies coming up now. I heard.
Helena Handbaggy. Handbaggy.
Handbag. Yeah.
Helena Handbag. Christzilla. And something else based on the evil version of Santa, like his counterpart. Santa rewards you with good stuff, and this guy punishes you. Krampus or whatever. That's one of his projects on the docket. In this.
Crazy.
And he's taking a lot of his Smodcast crew and producing it.
Oh yeah. Well, he might as well. I mean, he's building a empire basically, and
And it's funny how
that's what I'm planning on doing with this.
every second every couple, it seems like he's saying that he's retiring and only doing selected works, but then he announces new
And
projects.
yeah, he just announces more and more.
Announces new projects. So I don't know. As long as
Anyways.
he gets Clerks 3 done.
Anyways,
As long as
he's getting Clerks 3 done.
I know.
I can guarantee that. That's the one he's working on next. I can guarantee it.
Your next
Next. Oh wait. First of all, when is Star Wars Episode 7 supposed to be coming out?
December 18th, 2015.
There we go. And the next script that has been finished is the Fantastic Four reboot. It's done. They're testing actors for Reed Richards and Sue
It's
Storm.
highly controversial right now.
What do you mean?
Well, in one of the script writes, Sue and Johnny Storm are step siblings, not real brother and sister. They want Michael B. Jordan to play Johnny Storm.
Michael Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
That's the same name to me.
He's an actor who's been in a few different things. He is not in any way, shape, or form related to the basketball star. He's done voice work for DC Universe, and he's like, I mean, like they're animated movies, not like DC Universe Online. And he has acted in several other films, and he is currently in the running for this version of Fantastic Four as the step sibling of Sue Storm. I am not biased towards that in any way, shape, or form, but you know, they are brother and sister in all versions of the comics. So, I mean,
I like Johnny Storm.
you like Johnny Storm?
Yeah, he's cool.
Chris Evans did a good job
He's-
in the
yeah,
first
yeah,
two.
yeah. He's probably one of my favorite superheroes. Chris Evans is Johnny Storm.
He does a really good job as Captain America in the new MCU
I would rather him play as
as Johnny Storm again.
Johnny Storm. Yeah, he was.
Unfortunately,
I
he's in
like
the
him-
MCU now.
I know. I like him better as Johnny Storm though.
And I think it's pretty interesting that the Fantastic Four movies are slated to be connected to the X-Men. I don't know how, but
Do you think that means there might be a crossover eventually? Maybe, hopefully.
I'm hoping so, because they have specifically stated that they're not. They keep making movies, so they're not going. Their rights aren't reverting back to Disney anytime soon.
Yeah.
Same with the Spider-Man movies; they're covered till like at least 2020.
So you said that this Michael B. Jordan was gonna.
In the current iteration of the script, they are not brother and sister; they're step siblings, and he is supposed to be playing Johnny Storm.
Okay, so
Like,
who do you want to play Johnny Storm? Who do you want to play the characters in Fantastic Four? The four characters. Who do you think would be a good cast?
I'm thinking that it's going towards a younger.
I don't care. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking
Have you ever
who
seen
would you want?
Have you ever seen 21 and Over?
Yeah.
You know that one kid, with the one that dropped out.
Sure.
That guy.
It was a while ago. I don't remember much.
He's
of it,
I wouldn't mind him as a young Reed Richards.
but- So what? Like teenagers?
No, he's like 25. This guy.
Oh shit. Okay.
So, I mean, it would give him the ability to at least make 5 to 10 years of movies
Okay.
if that's
So,
what
yeah.
they're going towards.
So that's your Reed Richards.
Then for Sue Storm, I would possibly want who would be a good Sue Storm. Who could top Jessica Alba? I mean,
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a tough one.
it is a tough one.
Of course. I could name off one.
Who would be your pick for Sue Storm?
My pick for Sue Storm?
Yeah.
My pick for Sue Storm, my pick for any female character that is very hot would be Jessica Negri.
But that she's not an actress.
She should be.
Kate, we cannot go with your obsession over.
Can
her.
I?
No, you need
Why?
to pick a real actress.
Ah. Well,
Can't
she
you-
was on Cast Some G's YouTube channel.
Are you gonna pick a real actress, or are we just
Okay, fine. Michelle Rodriguez.
Michelle Rodriguez?
Just kidding, dude. Why you gotta be like that?
Okay, Dean Norris as I would pick for The Thing.
The Thing. Who
Ben
would I
Grimm.
pick? No, I would probably still pick Jessica Negri for Sue Storm.
Okay,
I can't
anyways,
think of
for
any
The
other
Thing, I would pick
females.
Dean Norris.
I can't.
Veteran Shield actor and current actor on Under the Dome season 1 and current in production season 2. He's a very
For The Thing. Who's a big stocky guy for The Thing?
and you can't pick like someone obvious. You gotta throw something like crazy out there.
Crazy?
Jessica Negri as the Thing.
That's not what I was gonna say, but that's good.
Okay.
I was gonna say Mad Child.
Mad Child is the Thing. Okay.
Well, because he's kind of... I mean, he's short, but...
The voice definitely would be a fucking interesting...
No, yeah. A different switch. No, definitely Mad Child. Definitely can't play the Thing.
Okay, so anyways, your pick for...
I don't know.
This is being a really campy episode of Point of Review. I'm sorry, folks.
Campy? What do you mean? We're on topic.
We are
Fantastic
on
Four.
topic, but Jessica Negri and Mad Child in the new...
No, I
like,
just...
At
I don't
least
know.
I didn't
can't
have
really-
a name, but...
I can't really think of... who I would pick for those two roles. The only female I can ever really think about is Jessica Negri.
Okay, seriously, stop telling the fans about your weird obsession of Jessica Negri.
Sorry, man. She blows my mind.
I know she does, but let's move past that.
Okay, so anyways, Fantastic Four, the reboot, is supposed to come out June 19th, 2015.
Nice.
In other movie news, the Avengers sequel, Mark Ruffalo, the actor who plays the Hulk, also Bruce Banner, who is the Hulk, he says that the movie is a lot more dark than the first, and he says, quote, that it is better, cooler, and awesomer. He used the word awesomer.
Awesomer.
Yeah. He also said it was very humorous. And that's followed by Scarlett Johansson, who played Black Widow's comments saying that the script is dark and dry, with an amazing one-liner, glass-cutting sense of humor, which is sounding pretty good to me.
I'm liking the sounds of it so far. So, the Man of
And they were obviously both in the first movie.
They were.
Yeah.
Black Widow and Hulk, respectively.
Yeah.
Man of Steel sequel still filming regardless of the pushback release date. Ben Affleck has currently dropped out of his project for Fox called The Middleman to accommodate the scheduling conflicts. It may have been pushed back, but they are still filming right now. They are still going ahead with production.
Good.
Yeah.
And they're filming Justice League alongside with it.
Back
right?
to back.
Yeah.
And related news, Gal Gadot, the actress to play Wonder Woman, has been signed to 3 movies. The Batman vs. Superman Man of Steel sequel, Justice League, and a standalone.
Possibly a standalone. The standalone one isn't for sure, but they know they're making a Justice League movie, and we already know she's in the Batman Superman movie for sure, so...
I am really, really, really hoping that they are going to connect this to the 3 TV shows that they got going that is currently under their own network, the CW series.
Oh, back to TV now. Here we go.
Well, that's what I'm really hoping for. Like, they've got in episode 6, you and me discussed this. You said you really could care less about Our Man. I understand that. But 3 interconnected shows all on the same network, and if they were connected to the bigger budget freaking...
You were talking about the CW, right?
Yeah.
That has Arrow?
Yeah, Arrow, they have Flash, and Our Man is in production right now. So if they could, like, go on the, like, fame of the Man of Steel and the, like I said, 3 interconnected shows would be crazy.
So while you're on the TV news there with the DC shows, NBC ordered a TV pilot for Constantine show.
Yeah, we talked about that in episode 6.
Yeah, based on the based on the DC/Vertigo character. David Goyer, he wrote the Blade series, Dark Knight, Batman Begins. He was part of Man of Steel, and he co-wrote Call of Duty Black Ops.
Yeah, he
and
did.
Black Ops 2.
He did.
And him and Daniel Cerrone, I believe it is, he worked on Dexter, Charmed, and The Mentalist. They're both executive producing this Constantine TV show.
What you're basically telling me that they have one guy that has like crime scene TV show credentials.
Yeah.
And then the other guy has high fantasy / like
actual superhero.
And then military.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
John Constantine is a very diverse character.
Yeah.
He's been to all aspects. You know, even the military has, you know, chupacabras and shit like that. Like, they could do anything with this Constantine show. And basically, I compare every comic book property, if they're going to go into TV show, if they can't make it as far as Smallville did, then they're not a good show. Birds of Prey made one
How
season.
many episodes does Smallville have?
200 and some odd.
Okay, not episodes. I meant seasons.
10.
There you go.
It's hard to make a 10-year show.
There was an interview. There was an interview on IGN about this Constantine. It wasn't really an interview. It was just this guy said something. I forget who it was. It was either Goyer or this Cerrone guy, I believe. They said it was a fun tone, but the supernatural stuff was pretty scary. So.
Nice. So I like that.
Yeah. And so that makes the third channel to have a DC show on it.
Yeah.
Being
'Cause Gotham ordered
CW.
Fox.
CW has Arrow, Flash, and you said Hourman eventually.
Yeah.
And Fox has Gotham, and now NBC is going to have Constantine.
Yep.
So there you
we
go.
covered this in the last podcast. I'm pretty excited that we're delving back into old topics.
It was new from this week. There was new, like, it's like they actually ordered the TV pilot.
I know, it was just in discussions. The Gotham was ordered and things
Yeah.
like that. Like
Yeah.
like I said, I'm glad we're delving into our old news.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it's not old news anymore. It's new news based on old stuff.
Yes, very much so.
There you go.
Blizzard lays off its entire San Francisco office and to move to its Irvine facility to help rediversify its portfolio.
Blizzard. So you're talking about like Diablo. You're talking about like StarCraft
Yeah.
and Warcraft and
Yeah.
them.
They've
They shut down an entire.
no, they
section,
haven't. They haven't shut
basically?
down the San Francisco office. It's just 15 of the best people they've relocated to their Irvine, California facility, and the San Francisco facility is still up, but their
What do you think they're
their
doing?
workforce has been reduced. Probably working on more expansions for World of Warcraft
Yeah.
and maybe even writing a script for the Warcraft movie. You never know.
Yeah, maybe.
Like they are heavily involved. They don't want their
Well, I'm
they
sure they don't
want their
have that
video-
many writers for the game.
They don't want
Or
their
the-
video game
for the-
property fucked up, so
Yeah,
you never know.
I understand.
Um,
Speaking of which, when is that movie? The Warcraft movie. When is that coming out? I'm gonna search it up real quick
2016.
if you don't know.
It was slated to release at the same time as Star Wars Episode 7, but it moved its release date to 2016.
Are you sure about that?
I am...
It says so right here. Warcraft IMDb
20
International Movie Database. An epic fantasy/adventure based on a popular video game series, directed by Duncan Jones, written by Duncan Jones, who did the screenplay, Charles Leavitt, who also does the screenplay, and someone else who probably also does the screenplay. March 11th, 2016 is supposedly the release date. It stars Ben Foster, Paula Patton, and Dominic Cooper. Dominic Cooper, he was in
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Ben Foster, he was in... I'm on IMDb. Why don't I just click it? He was in 310 to Yuma. He was in Pandorum, The Mechanic, The Messenger. And he's apparently filming the Warcraft movie right now. So,
Nice.
there you go.
So, they moved their release date so they didn't have to compete with Star Wars. And Star Wars originally had a May release date, as with all Star Wars movies, but J.J. Abrams and company decided to move it to December 18th, 2015 to give them enough time to get it ready.
And it was also written, like George Lucas. I'm pretty sure he might have had something.
George Lucas wrote it.
Yeah. He had something. He
had creative control.
He had creative control basically over the characters, but JJ, the director, he also co-wrote it with Lawrence Kasdan,
Yes.
who also worked on stuff such as
Episode
Star Wars
5.
Episode 5 and Star Wars Episode 6.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, Dreamcatcher.
So he's written Star Wars already.
Mhm.
So
So him and George Lucas have already worked together.
yeah, and I'm sure over the past 40 years they've talked about what they want.
What direction they're going to take it in?
Yeah, what they want for this next trilogy. So I'm sure Lawrence is going to bring it in a pretty good direction.
So, I don't know. We seem to be jumping around a lot in this particular podcast. Michael Peterson.
There's a lot of news this week. I'll tell you that.
Michael Peterson, the character that is played by J. August Richards in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show has been revealed to be a major Marvel character from the Marvel Universe. He is Deathlock, the superhero cyborg. Now, 3 different versions of Deathlock have appeared in the comics, all heroes, all with some affiliation with S.H.I.E.L.D. So, it remains to be seen what this Deathlock will do and become, how the rest of his origin story will play out. But it's interesting that they've basically played us this whole time. Like, Deathlock is a major
So
Marvel
he's
character.
he's the guy from the very first episode.
Like, yeah.
And he comes back.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. How what was his origin in the comics?
Like I said, there were 3 different versions of him, all having different amounts of affiliation with S.H.I.E.L.D., but they're all heroes, and they're all a cyborg in some way, shape, or form. Their origins happen in different ways.
Nice. Is there any that happened somewhat similar to the one that happened in the TV show?
Yeah, the guy named Mike Collins has a very similar origin to
What's his name in the TV show?
Mike Peterson.
Mike Peterson. So that would probably be the one.
That's
eh?
probably
Yeah.
and he is a superhero, and he is manipulated in the beginning, and then it turns out that he had like I said, cyborg. There's cybernetic implants in him, and he's being controlled. Eventually, S.H.I.E.L.D. helps him out, gets that implant out, and he goes on and has a superhero career. It's interesting to know that they've basically played us the whole time. Like he's a real Marvel superhero, man. Like Deathlock has been around for 40 years.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I like it. It's good. It's good that they held us up like that. I didn't know. I had no clue.
I had no idea that he was going to turn out to be a major character like that. Like when they were first saying that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they had a broad access to 5,000 different characters, and when they showed J. August Richards jumping around and shit, everyone thought he was going to be like Luke Cage or different. There are a million different characters that they thought he was going to be, and then, now he's Deathlock, the superhero cyborg assassin S.H.I.E.L.D. agent guy. And it's just like, wow, that's freaking crazy.
That is pretty crazy, man.
And
like,
Skye, the hacker chick, her origin is slowly being revealed. It turns out she herself was an 084. She was an object of unknown origin.
That's good.
Yeah. Her name isn't even really Skye. They haven't revealed her name. That was just the name that...
Does she have any powers or what?
That's what the last episode was delving into, that she may or may not have crazy powers. That her ability to hack might be a little bit more than we think.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, her name isn't even Skye. That's just the name that frickin' the foster care system gave her.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, in the last episode, they went to S.H.I.E.L.D. University, like the Science and Tech Division University, and she goes up to the...
Spoilers.
She goes up to the Wall of Valor. I know we always spoiler a lot. If you listen to our podcast, you'll know that we give things out, but by this point in time, you probably should have watched or played the things that we're talking about. So we feel bad, but we don't. So we always say either at the beginning or some way through the podcast that we are giving plot points and things away. So please don't be mad at us. Anyways, while they're at the S.H.I.E.L.D. University of Science and Technology, she goes up to a wall of fallen agents. First name she reads off. Do you care to take a guess?
Coulson.
Bucky Barnes.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice, Bucky.
Yeah.
What's that about?
The Winter Soldier.
Well, I know who the Winter Soldier is. You don't have to tell me. It's nice that you told the audience, but you don't have to tell me.
Bucky Barnes. Well, we all know that. I'm assuming by now that that by now people have seen Captain America, the First Avenger. You see Bucky Barnes fall off the train in the mission. Now, Russian troops eventually swoop in on him and turn him into the Winter Soldier. With very similar serum close to the Captain America serum. Captain America Super Soldier serum. So he is.
I nod my head a lot in this podcast, and it sucks because nobody can see it, and I'm agreeing with you with a lot of things that you say. Nobody can see me doing it.
Yeah. He's been like sleeper agentized. He has been like
I should say yeah every time.
He's been
instead of nod.
brainwashed. He's been indoctrined. He's been. Eventually, he becomes in the comics. He becomes the new Captain America, and he
Keep
does.
telling your story. I'm gonna go get another beer.
You should probably grab me one too.
All right, I'll
Please
do
and
that.
thank you. He delves into different. Nice. He delves into different aliases until he finally finds his footing as the Winter Soldier. It's his identity that he feels most comfortable with. And Steve Rogers helps him find his footing in S.H.I.E.L.D. with missions from Black Widow and from Hawkeye, and they eventually form their own little covert team and go out and go on missions, and eventually Steve Rogers helps them out once in a while. It's just how things go in the whole covert S.H.I.E.L.D. operative agent universe. I'm sorry that you missed that little
Speaking of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent Operative Universe, Gregway.
Gregway, we can't say that. That's Game Over Greggy's thing.
Yeah, but I asked him on Twitter.
Did he say yes?
Well, he didn't answer me.
Well, that's not a yes. Don't say Gregaway.
All right, but speaking of that stuff that you were just talking about, Perfect Flaw 420 way, Sam Jackson. He's only got 3 more movies left, and Age of Ultron is his 7th one out of his 9.
So, will he be resigned, or will a new actor take the reins of Fury from Sam Jackson?
What he said, his exact quote, which I read on IGN.com, was that he might be in renegotiations.
Well, I'm glad that he is in renegotiations.
Yeah.
In the comics,
I would hate for somebody else to just take that from him, because that's who he is. That would be like taking Wolverine from Hugh Jackman.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't do that.
In the comics, several versions have appeared, African American and Caucasian, with the most current iteration being drawn like...
You're talking Nick Fury, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because
Like-
we didn't say Nick Fury yet. We just said Sam Jackson.
I said Fury.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Go
I
ahead.
did.
Go ahead.
Being drawn like Mr. Jackson years before he even accepted the Marvel contract. They used to draw Nick Fury like Sam Jackson before he even accepted any contract from Marvel or Disney.
How long before was it?
2 to 3 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did they just know it was gonna be Sam,
Well,
or did they just want him to look like Sam Jackson? Because Sam Jackson's a badass.
I guess so. But before that, he was Nick Fury was a white Caucasian character
Well, you can't have a black Caucasian.
Okay. That's not what I was getting at. Anyways, he was a World War II character from like 70 years old.
Yeah.
But he looked like he was 40.
Yeah.
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 But then he had his body transferred into a young, like 30-year-old African American Marine, which is Nick Fury, which is just the same. Yeah. It's weird how Nick Fury's origins and reboots and shit goes about.
So,
Yes.
speaking of superheroes, word that I'm not gonna say because you told me not to.
Right.
Let's go with some New 52. Some New 52 animated movies. What do you got? You said the new Justice League War is already out, right?
Yeah, it is.
When did that come out?
It's available for digital download right now. And
Digital download?
It comes
Okay.
out for disc purchase on February 4th.
Nice. I thought it was coming out February 4th for everything.
No,
But-
but early access digital download. We watched it. It was awesome.
It was good.
If they did that,
I didn't finish watching it. You finished watching it. I watched the beginning. It was pretty good.
if they did that as the live action Justice League movie, I think that we would probably they would probably have something to compete.
They would take over the comic book movies, I would believe.
I think they would have something to compete with.
I don't know. The Avengers was pretty huge.
Avengers 2 is going to be even huger. It's got
Yeah.
Ultron.
Huger isn't a word. Even more huge.
Even more huge.
Yeah.
It's going to have Ultron in it. It's going to have, obviously, some form of reference to Thanos.
Back to the New 52, though.
Right.
What's the next one coming out?
The New 52?
The new animated movie.
The Son of Batman.
Yeah.
I'm pretty stoked for it.
It's based on Grant Morrison's story of Damian Wayne, which is Bruce Wayne's son,
Mm-hmm.
which is Batman.
Mhm.
Bruce Wayne.
Mhm.
Batman's son. Now, who did he have a son with?
Talia al Ghul,
Which is...
Ra's al Ghul's daughter,
Which is... Ra's al Ghul is who?
the leader of the League of Shadows, the League of Assassins, the demon head, the beast.
And that is a villain to Batman, right?
Yes,
And that is who also did what for Batman?
trained him
Trained Batman. That is how Batman became Batman.
is by training under Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he became one of his villains.
Yes,
And then he had a son with
his
his
daughter.
villain's daughter.
yes.
Could you imagine? That is a weird.
Well, they generally usually
situation.
draw Talia pretty hot, so yeah, I could imagine it.
Hey, Grandpa's evil. Let's go fucking not kill him because we don't kill.
I know, but
Except for Damien, he's pretty evil, I guess, right? He wants.
he's
to
not
kill.
evil. He does kill, though. He's not afraid to kill. He's
Oh,
not
yeah.
afraid to hurt. He's not afraid to. He was raised by Ra's al Ghul, for fuck's sake.
I guess, yeah. I could imagine how he is. He knows what he's doing. for
Yeah,
Sure.
he's not afraid to kill. Not afraid to hurt. Not afraid to maim. Not afraid to any of that.
So that movie, the Son of Batman, is gonna premiere at WonderCon April 18th to the 20th, before it appears on Blu-ray and DVD in later spring.
Of this year?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm stoked for that.
Oh yeah, I'm more stoked for that than the Justice League one for sure.
I know, because you love Batman. I bought him a poster for his wall. It says, I'm Batman.
It does. I'll post it on the Twitters later. You'll catch it there if you follow me. Here's something for you. I don't know much about this one. You can talk about it though.
Okay.
The Hateful Eight. Tell me about it.
The Hateful Eight?
We talked about it in another one. How,
it's been dropped.
yeah, there you go.
Quentin Tarantino gave the script to 6 people, and it was reviewed to other people and posted on IGN, and he's like, how the fuck did this get out? And he's moving on to other projects.
So he's pissed basically that his Western project got leaked.
Yeah, he's moving on to other projects. His other project might be a prison project, but because that project got leaked too, fucking knows who
Who knows what he's gonna do
who
next.
knows what Quentin Tarantino does next, because every time he...
I hope he does a remake of Pacific Rim.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Okay, thank God.
That came out of nowhere, didn't
Yeah,
it?
it did, fucking
I
Draco Malfoy.
I do that
Yeah.
everywhere. Why do you call me that? I don't get it.
know. It's
I don't
just-
have blonde hair,
I know you
white
don't.
hair.
You don't have that. You called me... What did you call me earlier?
I don't know, college dropout.
College dropout. Yeah.
I called you a few things.
He calls me all this random shit, and then I said Draco Malfoy, and he laughed his ass off, and then the last 2 times he just like, okay, we'll come up with something new.
Yeah, you can't call me the same thing more than once.
I know, but you have
Tequila runner.
Tequila Runner.
Fucking guy over
Fucking Taco Man.
here.
Did you know that Taco Cat backwards is Taco Cat?
I did. You want to talk about that?
I want to talk about what? What would I like to talk about?
I'm just passing you. this
Assassin's
piece of
Creed movie. Daniel Espinosa is the director. He previously worked on something called Safe House. Michael Fassbender is to produce and star as Altair.
paper. Is he supposed to star as Altair?
Yeah.
Is it about Altair?
It is
I
about
don't know
Altair.
that, but yeah. Yeah.
Latest Apple TV could.
Wait. I'm not done with the Assassin's Creed movie, man.
I don't care about. I don't.
You don't care about the Assassin's Creed movie, man?
I
I'm
do.
still only 91% on Assassin's Creed 4.
Yeah, but movies
I'm
about
I'm
video games
I don't
generally
know.
suck.
I don't
the
know.
Max Payne movie kind of sucked.
The Max Payne movie really did suck, but you know what? People are starting to learn from their mistakes. As
The
far as-
Halo Forward Unto Dawn movie, that was done decently
Yeah.
well.
Well, I just don't see Master Chief being on screen as a good thing, unless you're playing as him. That's the only. Yeah.
Yeah,
see,
I get it. I get what you're
a
saying.
movie in the Halo universe, sure.
Yeah. You mean like about like the commanders and the UNSC?
Yeah, fighting against the Covenant, like a war movie.
But
like
basically, you
UNSC
only ever want to
against the
see
Covenant.
you only ever want to see the Master Chief for either a minute or as an Easter egg, right?
Yeah, like maybe his helmet just crushed on the battlefield or something.
Or there's an entire say I'm standing up if you could see us right now. Say there's an
He's trying to pantomime act over here.
Okay, say there's an entire movie set within the Halo universe.
Yep.
It's got the fucking shock drop. What the fuck is their name?
Orbital Drop Shock Troopers, ODST.
It's the ODST. You got them
I'm a Halo
as like
fucking- I
the
love
main
it.
characters.
The
like,
games, anyways. I
It's
don't do
basically
the.
it's basically
expanded
about them.
universe.
You've got the university, like the academy. You basically have to touch upon Reach,
Yep.
The spaceships, you have to talk about how they have the Cole Protocol, the random jumping, so that the Covenant never finds you. And you could literally say it's a 2-hour movie, and say, like, at the last hour, 45-minute mark, there's a completely other battle going on, and fucking Master Chief just happens to stumble in upon that particular battle for, like, all of two minutes. And then is gone, and everyone's like, "Holy shit, that was the Master Chief!" And the rest,
Yeah, he just does some epic shit for fucking 5 minutes, and then he's gone.
and then he's gone. He's gone into the rest of his particular mission, and then
Yeah.
the rest of the movie goes on.
Which is part of Halo 2. What he does is part of Halo, like Halo 2 or something.
Right, exactly. So you know what I'm talking about.
That would be awesome. I would love that. Or part of even the Halo ODST video game.
Right, exactly.
Like, that would be sweet.
I'm excited that Steven Spielberg.
Can I just go back to the Assassin's Creed game for 1 minute? I got 2 more details here. It's gonna start shooting in August 2014, which is this year, and it's supposed to release next summer, 2015. So that's good.
Awesome. I'm glad that the Halo TV series Wake Up John is being helmed by Steven Spielberg.
I don't know exactly what he's doing. He's not directing it. That's for sure. That's not.
He's executive producing. He's putting his name on it so that people will fucking watch
Yeah,
it.
pretty much, right?
Anyways, when they were making a Halo movie, the guy, Neil Blomkamp.
Was Spielberg part of that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Neil Blomkamp, the guy who has wrote and directed District 9 and Elysium, is supposed to be directing the first episode of Wake Up John for the Xbox One, like the TV series specifically for Xbox One owners.
I like it.
I don't know if you have to pay for a subscription to that, or if you own an Xbox.
It'll probably come out on Xbox Video. So
Do
you'll
we get to watch
No,
it?
you'll probably have to pay per episode, or you could buy the season.
That's still cool that we get that
Yeah.
as Xbox One
Yeah,
owners.
you'll either have to buy the episodes separately, or you'll be able to buy the whole season, or both.
Nice. I like that. I'm just excited.
They're not
that
making it for free, I'll tell you that.
Well, no, I don't expect it to be free. I'm just wondering how it works. The subscription.
No, it's
process.
just probably on Xbox Video.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see why you would have to pay a subscription to watch that TV show.
Good point. The latest Apple TV could be Apple's answers to a game console, offering the ability to play downloaded games through HDMI on your TV with either iPad, iTouch, or iPhone, or Bluetooth-compatible controllers.
Oh, yeah, I can play iPhone games on my TV. I'm so happy.
You really hate anything to do with Apple games, which I really don't know
Man,
why.
that's why I have a phone. Why would I want to do it on my TV?
So you're telling me...
That's why I have an
you're
Xbox
telling me-
One, Justice.
You're telling me 10 minutes before work, you don't have enough time to play a match of fucking...
Yeah, I do. 10 minutes. Most of my matches are an average of 8 minutes.
Okay.
That gives me 2 minutes to put my boots on and get out the door.
Okay, never mind. Completely different situation. I have told you. I have told you the reasons why I am interested in either a Bluetooth controller, or I like this option of HDMI backwards compatibility into your Apple TV, into your TV. If I could play HD versions of all the Grand Theft Auto games, of all the other games that I've downloaded, Mega Man, Telltale. Like, I did not get the Xbox 360 versions of the Telltale games. I got the iOS versions. A little bit cheaper, touch controls, things like that. Now, I'm throwing it onto my TV, and I see it in a big HDMI ported thing. I like that. I think that's cool. I could play the Mega Man games.
I just hope there's no latency for it, but...
I hope so, too.
I mean, if you're plugging it in through HDMI... I mean, through your iPhone, I don't know how you're going to do that.
I think
is it
just
gonna be
to
the lightning
just to
wire?
control
Oh, Blu-ray maybe?
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth?
Yeah,
Bluetooth, so you're
is a controller,
you're-
and then the game shows
That's
up.
intense.
Yeah,
That's pretty intense. So your phone would be the controller, the TV would be your console, basically.
yeah.
That's pretty
The
messed
Apple
up.
TV, the little, it's like a little freaking 5x8 freaking little cube with fucking.
Oh, so it's not an actual Apple TV made by Apple?
No,
Oh, okay. I thought
it's a
that's
little
what you were talking
peripheral.
about. Yeah.
No, they've never made a peripheral or a TV. They make a little peripheral called Apple TV.
Okay.
It's on the 4th version now, and they're supposed to be offering games to be able to play through it. And then the other versions, like 1, 2, and 3, they're offering a patch. So I don't... for people who want like something that's actually designed on that particular thing, go with the 4th generation. But if you want a backwards compatible, patched version of this new feature, get the Apple TV 1, 2, and 3. I would probably go for something that it was designed for on, not the backwards compatibility patch thing. You know what I mean?
I kind of do, yeah.
Ant-Man takes Man of Steel 2's original release date, moving ahead 2 weeks to July, or a week and a half to July 17th, 2015. And
It moves up a week and a half, so we get to watch it a week and a half early.
Ant-Man.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm stoked. I love Ant-Man. I mean, I don't love him because I don't really know anything about him, but I want to watch it. Sounds interesting to me, for sure.
3.9 million Xbox Ones shipped in 2013. 3.5 million Xbox 360s.
How about PlayStation? Do you have
4.
that? You gotta have the PlayStation
4.2 million PlayStation 4s.
So the difference between Xbox and PlayStation, did Xbox win?
Well, they sold 3.5 million 360s and 3.9 million Xbox Ones. So that's pretty good.
3.9 Xbox Ones?
Yes.
Okay, what did they sell for PS4s?
4.2 million.
Okay, so they didn't win.
They didn't.
PS4 won.
PS4
That's
won.
what I wanted to know.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Okay.
there you go. PS4 won the sales for which month? This month?
For 2013.
Oh, for all of 2013?
All of 2013.
There you go. Which isn't very long, to be honest. It's only a month and a month and a half.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
It's
yeah.
not that long at all. Delving back into...
And the PlayStation 4 also had an extra week advantage.
They
so.
did. Delving back into New 52 news, the Flash TV series cast 2 new villains.
You should have talked about this when we were on the subject.
What can you do? Eddie Thawne
Cry.
could be a version of Professor Zoom, a.k.a. the Reverse Flash, as the comics counterpart's name is Eobard Thawne. Caitlin Snow...
Wait, that's New 52? The TV shows are New 52?
They're heavily based upon New 52, yeah.
I didn't know that. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good news for me.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling the audience, too.
No
I'm
problem.
glad you did that.
Caitlin Snow, aka the New 52 version of Killer Frost, a genius bioengineer who loses her fiancé in an explosion at Star Labs, the lab where Cyborg is created, where Dr. Emil Hamilton works. Dr. Stone, Victor Stone...
Cyborg is a member of the Justice League, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Victor Stone's dad, Cyborg's dad, and various other DC heroes and villains are created here in Star Labs. So basically, they're...
So, do you think Cyborg is going to be made in that TV series and then brought to the Justice League movie?
That would be fucking intense, if that's how it happens, because they've already established...
Is that how the Flash is going to be brought over too?
What do you mean?
Well, do you think the Flash is going to have his own TV show and a movie?
Well,
Well, is he going to be in the Justice League movie is what I'm asking.
I'm really hoping that this version is connected to the Justice League movie, yes, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
In this Flash TV show, is it Barry Allen?
Yes.
That's what I wanted to know too. I like Barry Allen.
Yeah.
He's my favorite Flash.
He's, actually, if you've seen the Wally West version of, you'd probably like him more.
Wally? Why?
Yeah, because he's fucking awesome.
Is he funny?
Yeah.
Well, Barry Allen's
You know the
pretty
version, the one we watched
funny.
with...
The Flashpoint Paradox, right?
that's Barry Allen.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, you know the version that we watched where the one chick is looking at him, this is not like the Jedi mind trick, and he's like, this is not like the Jedi mind...
Yeah.
Hey, wait, wait, wait. That's the Wally West version. That version is funny.
I don't know. I still like the other movie better though.
Well, that's... Okay. There's 4 different versions of the Flash, and they're all irreverent motherfuckers. They're fucking hilarious. They're
Yeah.
always... They're
Yeah,
like
they're-
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know how Spider-Man
Yeah.
has always got quips and...
But they're not like Deadpool.
Deadpool is insane. Deadpool is batshit crazy and understands that he is a comic book character and breaks the fourth
I
wall.
think I could probably play Deadpool.
You think you could play Deadpool?
Yeah.
But you're Nightwing.
Yeah, but I could probably play Deadpool.
But
too.
you're Nightwing.
See, I could be like Chris Evans. I could play like 6
Multiple
different
characters?
fucking superheroes.
Awesome.
Uh,
yeah.
Wait, hold on. Did you know that Joe Wright, he's making a Peter Pan remake
Yeah.
called Pan?
Yeah.
And did you know that Garrett Hedlund, he's playing Captain Hook?
There's a couple of...
Did you also know that Wolverine himself, Hugh Jackman,
Is Blackbeard.
is playing as Blackbeard in that movie?
Yes, I did.
Did you know that it's coming out supposedly July 17th, 2015? That's when you guys can all see it in theaters.
At the same time as...
In the Americas, anyways. If you're in the
At
Americas.
the same time as Ant-Man, and would have been the same time
Ant-Man
as...
comes out when?
the date that you just said.
July 17th?
Yes.
Same day as, so you got Wolverine and Ant-Man on the same day, except for he's not Wolverine, he's Black Man. Black Man? He's Black Man. That was,
He's Blackbeard.
that was
He's not
fucked up.
Wolverine. He's in the Peter Pan prequel.
he's also not Black Man. Hey, it's Luke.
Hey, it's Luke.
Hey, it's
What's up, Luke?
Hey, Luke. It's our venture capitalist, Luke.
I'm bored.
He's bored. Oh, God.
Uh,
He came in the last 10 minutes of the podcast. What did we do?
last 10 minutes. I got more than 10 minutes worth of news. Hey, Luke.
So, what do you gotta ask me?
How do you feel about that possible Pixar Star Wars movie that might be happening?
I'm pretty stoked for that.
I was asking
I'm
Luke.
stoked
I know.
only for the reason that it's Pixar.
I know, right?
I love Star Wars to death. Like, I'm a major Star Wars fan. I've watched it all the time since I was little
All the
boy.
time.
All time. I've seen every fucking Star Wars movie. And it's Pixar.
I personally, my favorite Pixar movie is The Incredibles.
I like
Well, yeah,
Bug's
because
Life.
it's superhero themed.
I like A
No
Bug's Life.
shit. A Bug's Life? Yeah. Bug's Life was a good time. Well, since we're on the topic, my favorite Pixar movie I'm probably going to have to say is obviously got to be Toy Story.
So, new
Nice.
games that came out that you guys played in the last 2 weeks. So what-
There has
New
been
games in the
there
last
has
2
been no
weeks.
new games.
Spartan Assault came out, but I haven't played it because I don't have any money.
Spartan Assault has been out since last year, because Carter bought it.
Which has been in the last 2 weeks, right? Oh my god, it's February, isn't it?
It's
January.
January motherfucking
What
27th
day is
tomorrow.
it? Oh.
It's January 27th tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, new
Spartan
games I've played. I played Devil May Cry, and I've beaten it.
Those are not
And
new
New.
games.
Those
I
are
said
just
that I've
games that
played
you've
in the
played.
last 2 weeks. It's a new
But
game
they're not
to
new.
me.
Both of you have not said any new games. Halo Spartan Assault came out
I
last
thought
year.
Spartan Assault was
Last year, and Devil May
on
Cry
PC though. It was last year.
No.
I said
it
which
came
new
out on
games
Windows
have you
Phone
played?
like in fucking
I
November.
don't remember seeing it on Xbox Live.
Are you guys looking at the voice quality?
I am. I don't remember seeing it on Xbox Live
Okay, I'm trying to clarify with you.
until this year.
It came out on Windows Phone in like November.
Okay,
It
I'm
ca-
hearing that. What I'm saying is I don't
I'm
remember
not
seeing it.
done though.
Yeah,
And then
you're
it came
going-
out on Xbox One in like December. Carter bought it. I seen
Okay.
him play it. I watched
not what
the
I asked,
clips.
though.
Calm yourself, bro.
There
you asked
is-
for new games.
there
We're
is
not
no
playing
new
any
games.
new
I said new games to you that you've played.
Okay, well there
Like
aren't any.
a game
there
that
aren't
you,
any.
a game
there
that
are
you've
none.
never
There are
played.
zero.
There are no.
Okay.
There are new.
So
I
there's
bought-
not any game
I
out
bought-
there you've
wait, listen,
never
listen,
played,
listen,
which is
listen,
a game
listen,
you
listen,
could
listen,
play.
listen. I'll say one
back
thing. I'll say one thing. I'll say one thing. Let me say one motherfucking thing. Sorry for swearing so aggressively towards mothers. I bought Rust, but my computer can't play it.
So that's new, but you can't play it.
There you go.
There you go, Luke. We both played the Dead Rising DLC. It's interesting.
I played a little bit. I've only
It's an
got
in-
through like a quarter of a
It's an
mission.
interesting concept.
Yeah.
You're actually infecting the safe houses. You cannot access the safe houses.
Yeah, it sucks. I
Um,
tried to access one and I was like, open the door, but it wouldn't
So,
let me.
yeah, you have to infect
I'm
it.
wearing
It's-
I
girl
noticed.
PJs.
I noticed. Your junk swings around in it. I accidentally noticed that it was weird.
But I have not. I
You just
have.
walk in the door.
I have
and-
yet to put two vans together and create the mobile locker. If I can create the mobile locker, fuck
Hey, Justice,
the safe
watch.
house. No,
Quit that. Quit that.
Fuck the safe house. It's an interesting concept. It is an untold story. Obviously, it's not going to be the same length.
Yeah, right.
Or have
Or
the same.
be exactly the same. Quit trying to take my notes.
Or have the same features of the game. I noticed that I could not put on a Blanca
Maybe
mask.
Give me something to say if I see what's on there.
I noticed
You
that
don't get to see what's on the
I
notes.
noticed
You
in-
just get to input.
I noticed in Dead Rising 3, the Untold Story, the broken Operation Eagle, I could not put in it on a costume. You
could only wear his?
you can
How
only
far through did you play? Only,
a couple missions. Yeah, you can only be Adam Kane. You can't put on any exterior outfits. I noticed that.
I'm fine with that. It's an untold story. It's only about him.
Since our last
Yeah.
podcast, I have beat The Last of Us.
That's good.
Finally.
Yeah, it's about time, right?
Well, I had other games to play. GTA 5, Dead Rising 3. I dabbled in Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Dabbled.
I'm still farther than both of you combined.
That's nice. What other games did I play?
I don't know. What did you play, bro?
I played a few things.
Well, since we're
I'm
talking
addicted to Jetpack Joyride for iOS.
Yes.
I got you hooked on that.
Hold on. Since we're talking about games, I might as well bust out my games news here. What do you got? Do you got anything?
For games news, I don't know, probably.
Well, first of all, let me just say Star Wars 1313 was abandoned by Disney because they fucking suck.
Yep. I agree with you there.
But it could come back again as a tie-in to the Boba Fett movie, which
Nice.
might not even happen. It's just a rumor still. And so is the tie-in to the 1313 game. It's highly unlikely that it'll come back, but you never know.
Yeah.
But on the bright side, Visceral is still making a Star Wars game, and EA and DICE is still making that Battlefront reboot. So,
I'm glad of
so
that they're still
what do you
working
think
on
of that? You played Battlefront on the old consoles, right, Luke? No. Okay, well I can't
No.
ask you. Did you play Battlefront?
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd
I
you
liked
like
them. They were decent.
What do you think DICE's remake of Battlefront's gonna be like?
I hope it's basically Battlefield style Battlefront.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so clarify old systems. What about computer?
Computer? What do you mean?
You can play
Battlefield 1 and 2 were for PlayStation 2 and GameCube. If you have an Xbox, if you have.
Battlefield 1 was for GameCube? I didn't know there was any Battlefields on GameCube. That's news to me. Holy.
I'm pretty sure that I played Battlefield 2 on GameCube. It was extremely watered down,
Yeah, I can imagine.
but I'm pretty sure I could be wrong.
in some more news that Luke here will like, the Titanfall beta. There might be a beta possible right after the alpha test, which they're doing right now.
Honestly, since that game was revealed to be online only, I could care less for it.
I like online.
Since that game was revealed to
There's
be online
confirmed
only,
to
I could
be-
care less for it.
It's confirmed to be 6 versus 6. However, there's up to 48 characters on the map at once,
What
which
does
means
that mean?
24 players per team.
So 6
However,
Titans?
some of them are AI controlled.
I don't get that.
So
You have AI controlled
it's
characters
a
on your
6 versus 6 team, but there's
There's
24
only
and
6
24,
players.
so only 6 players of the 24 on your side.
Are
real.
actual
real.
people.
Okay, I get
Yeah.
that. I understand that. But anyway, since that game was revealed to be online only, it's lost a lot of points in my
Apparently, there is some sort of story to it.
to the
I see
online
Fable
mode.
written
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah. I got 2 things about Fable here. Microsoft is releasing the Fable trilogy, which can what's the word?
Consists and comprises.
Consists of Fable 2, Fable 3, and the newly released Fable Anniversary,
Yeah.
Which is the first game.
which is the first game
Re-release.
re-released for the 360.
Better
they're,
frame
they're all,
rate.
They're all coming out for the 360, and yeah, not the PlayStation 3 obviously because it's the Microsoft.
Better frame rate, better graphics, better.
This is just for Fable Anniversary. Not
Yeah.
They haven't redone Fable 2 or 3 at
No.
all. So
Fable Anniversary has better frame rate, better graphics. It has all of the Lost Chapters DLC and achievements now.
yeah.
So
And,
it feels like a brand new game.
Yeah. And if you want to get your hands on that, that comes out February 4th in America and February 7th in Europe. If you're listening in Europe, hells yeah, thanks.
We love our international listeners.
In some related news, Lionhead, the creators of Fable, have more than just Fable games that they're working on, which have no resemblance to Fable. They haven't really announced anything,
Okay.
but that's how it's going down.
Nice.
Yeah. That's all I got for games. What do you got? Anything?
I got a little bit of more Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. news.
Alright.
A major Marvel villain was established in the latest episode. Donnie Gill, aka the Blizzard, an enemy of Tony Stark. This version was a S.H.I.E.L.D. University student and could still be an adversary of Mr. Stark. He had a very high intelligence levels. He was very socially awkward until the end, where he realized that, you know, he could use his IQ to make friends and started manipulating others, so he could still go down towards the villain path. But it seems like S.H.I.E.L.D. may have gotten their hands on him in the end, so they may direct him in a more
So he's an anti-hero.
anti-hero approach,
Oh, just finishes a sentence.
which was what seemed to be hinted at in the end.
Oh, I need another beer.
You might as well take that one then.
I'm taking your beer,
Beers.
Justice.
Beers. Beers to the high five.
High
Pussy
five
to
for
the
beers.
down low.
Pussy to the down. Wait.
There's no pussy.
China.
Xbox Live digital games may get cheaper, according to Major Nelson,
Hell yeah.
and certain Microsoft executives are
Oh,
looking.
so you mean are you trying to say like the physical copies of games will cost more than the digital versions?
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
Can we hump?
Xbox Live
What?
digital games may get cheaper, according to Major Nelson and certain Microsoft executives. They are looking at a cheaper digital delivery method, meaning digital games may get cheaper in the long run.
Well, what does that mean in the long run?
Well, they're digital. You don't have to go to the store and gain a physical copy. So they should
You don't
be
have
cheaper.
to pay for the disc. You don't have to pay for the fucking
Yeah, so
plastic cover.
they're looking
you don't have
at
to
a
pay
cheap-
for the paper.
Yes,
you're
they're-
just paying for the fucking
Yeah.
software itself.
Yes, so
Give me it for fucking like $10 cheaper.
exactly.
like a
That
hooker.
is what Major Nelson and major Microsoft executives are looking into. They're looking at a cheaper digital delivery method.
I like it.
So the way Matt described it sounded like he was buying a hooker.
Yeah, Luke's trying to turn
So
this into
we've
that
hit
one
the hour mark.
podcast
We've
where-
hit the 1 hour mark.
We
so
did. I have one more piece of news here,
That's good.
and it's comics related. It has nothing to do with anything else we've talked about today,
nice.
except for the DC universe. Of
The
course.
DC and our a little bit of Marvel news. Deathlock.
Do you have some
No.
DC comic news?
Some
I
DC
mean, Marvel comic news? Because I've
I
got some
talked to-
actual comic news.
I've
not,
talked about Agents of Shield. That's about it.
No, I'm talking about comic news.
Comic as
not
in
TV
real
news.
written comics.
Like comic news.
Real written
Yes.
comic
Yes,
books.
yes.
Go ahead.
More specifically, Aquaman, number 27.
The Kraken.
New 52.
The Kraken.
Uh,
the Kraken.
After the new writer, Jeff Parker, took over, he's giving Ant-Man a new monster to fight, the Kraken, apparently.
The Aquaman.
That's what I said, isn't
You
it?
said Ant-Man.
Ant-Man? Oh, well, I meant Aquaman. He's giving Aquaman another guy to fight, the Kraken, which is basically
That's
the
good.
Kraken, which is a giant sea monster.
In the new 52 universe, they've established that
Whoa, 52 universe.
Okay, Luke needs to get a crash course on the 52, but we're already after the hour mark, so we'll
no,
get,
we can go as long. I really don't care. Anyways,
we've got an hour and a half movie podcast going right now.
Anyways,
the new 52 universe is how DC is revitalizing their storyline. After 75 years, they have renumbered everything. You cannot go pick up Superman number 912 anymore. It is now Superman number 10, number 12, number 22. It's all been renumbered.
Not in that order, of course.
No, I'm just saying that it's started from the beginning again.
They went back to number 1.
They went back to number 1. Ironically, pretty soon,
Why is it called 52?
the new 52
Yes.
universe. They've never actually given a real reason. DC, the current writers of the DC universe have this weird thing for the number 52. There was an event a couple of years back called the 52 event where
Called the 52 event or just the 52 event?
you're being a smartass. I like that. It was called it was called 52.
Okay.
They were
So it wasn't even called the 52 event.
that's not what she said.
It was just called 52.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get details, Justice, and you know me.
I'm trying to listen. You keep interrupting by asking
There was an
questions.
event.
I know, that's what I do.
There was an event a couple years ago called 52.
Thank you for clarifying. I don't need your jerking off hand on my face.
Anyways, it was a year-long event
That's
that
his
where they
hand.
literally published
This
a
is the
comic
one I
a
put on.
week for a year.
52 weeks in a year.
They published a comic book a week for a year, and it was called 52. There's 52 universes in the new 52, all with different versions of Batman, Superman, Owlman, Wonder Woman, all sorts of different things.
That's
Now-
confusing.
Now, on top of that, there is different versions of those 52 versions.
You're blowing my fucking
That's
mind,
retarded.
Justice.
That is retarded.
That is
Do you
way
know how
too many
many-
versions
Do you know
for
how many
me.
different versions of the Marvel universes there are?
Yeah, but they don't go past 52 because that's fucking too
There's
confusing.
thousands of Marvel
Yeah,
universes.
but they only talk about what, 4 of them?
Mostly.
No, you guys are fucked.
I asked
I'm
a
gonna
question.
write my
don't
own
call
Batman.
Me, don't tell me I'm fucked.
And it's
No.
going
Pardon
to
my
be called
French.
Matt.
Both comic book companies are guilty of using multiple versions of comics to sell stories. You'll see
Have they ever
Spider
rewritten
Pig
the
is a
same
real fucking comic.
Language.
Spider Pig is
What do you mean language? My language is fucking
Spider
English,
Pig is
dog.
a real
No,
comic.
it's French. You say
Spider
you're
Ham
speaking
is
French
a real
sometimes.
thing.
So anyways, this monster in Aquaman, it's so big that he doesn't know how to
That's what I was trying to tell you about
Begin to
before.
defeat it.
Before Luke told.
he doesn't
asked
know how
about-
to start to even try to fight it. So,
No, what I'm trying to tell you is that he knows what to do.
well, he doesn't.
He does, but he can't, because the last time he did, this version of Aquaman,
The last time he did it, he ended up in a coma for 6 months.
yes.
And that's why he's not going to do it this time.
He's not
going
going
to
to
try
do
and...
it that way.
I don't think he's going to do it at all that way.
That's what
He's
I'm
not
saying.
like he's not.
He's not going to use his ability to
Okay.
control.
So then why are
sea
you
life.
trying to contradict exactly what I'm saying?
I didn't. When did I at
Quit
all?
trying to argue with me.
We have it recorded. You
You're arguing with me right now.
Hey, Four Eyes.
Anyways, that if you want to read that comic, it's coming out January 29th, which is in just a few days. So
There's a comic
You
that
can
I
get
wanted
that.
to get you, the Detective Comics number 20.
and now I'm all out of news. So I'm gonna crack this beer and drink it, so you can talk.
I wanted to get you Detective Comics number
You're too far away
27.
from the mic. How'd you back up so far?
So,
The new issue. I know I didn't move very far.
You
what do
moved
you
over
think
an
of
inch.
Diablo 3?
What do I think of Diablo 3? That's old school, bro.
That's not that old.
Well, if you're talking
For
about
console.
If
For
you're,
console.
if you're talking about the Reaper, it's still old. If you're talking about the Reaper of Souls, I don't know because I don't have it yet. But we'll talk. What are you expecting from the Reaper of Souls? Let's talk about new shit, not just
well,
what
I know
we've
they're
already
only
played.
releasing another act. Typical with any expansion from Diablo. Except, I kind of like how they did this expansion. You gotta be max level, which means you have to play...
In order to play it?
In order to play it.
Huh,
you gotta
that's-
be level 60 in order to play it. Which means you gotta play through the game on all the difficulties.
That's messed up. I wouldn't
Well,
want to
no,
do that.
because the game is meant for a level 60 character. If you go in at level 20 to a zone with level 60 dudes, you're gonna get fucking raped.
I guess that's true, but you don't have to play through every difficulty to get to
No,
level
no, no,
60.
you just gotta
As
get
long
to
as
levels-
you can replay the game
on normal
regular
until you're level
100,000
until you're level
times.
60. Yeah,
As long as you're level 60, you can play through the game.
yeah.
You don't have to play it on Nightmare Mode at all. So
Well, it's easier to level up.
it is, but you don't have to. Is the point?
No, you can stay on normal and fight through it 100,000 times.
Do you know any chance when that's coming out on consoles?
Supposed to be fall, I think. We could check it out and find
I'll
out.
search it up right now just
let's
to
search it up just to
confirm.
confirm.
But
Bring up the Wikipedia on it.
yeah. Keep the show going, bud.
Yeah, so I'm a big Diablo fan. I love Diablo 2. Diablo 3. I like the gameplay.
Teach me how to Dougie. Teach
I
me how to
love
Dougie.
how
No
they
Dougie.
played the game. My only issue with Diablo 3 is it's too short.
So here we go.
Compared
It's
to
not-
Diablo 2.
Hold on. It's not coming out on the previous gen consoles. There's no 360 version of Reaper Souls. There's no PS3 version of Reaper Souls. It's coming out March 25th, 2014 for Windows, Mac, and PlayStation 4. That's it.
Yes!
So as long as Luke, as long as you have a PlayStation 4 before March 25th, you're good to go.
Oh, I
You-
will.
yeah, there
Because Infamous comes out at the end of February.
No, it comes out in
Infamous
March.
comes out in March. I don't
Yeah.
know how many times, how many different podcasts,
Oh,
how many
wait,
different
how
walks
far
to the
away
beer
fr- how
store we have
far
to tell you.
How far away is the dates from the two?
So Infamous
Same fucking day, I think.
Infamous comes out on the 21st.
Yeah.
And Diablo Reaper Souls comes out on the 25th, so 4 days apart.
So I have my system 4 days ahead of time. I have the game downloaded
There
and
you
ready to go. Fucking raids.
If as long as you get the Infamous bundle for the PlayStation
I want
4,
the version from EB Games because
Which one? The Infamous version?
I want Infamous limited
So
edition.
what do you guys think of the Titanfall controller?
Don't really care for it, especially because they'll never release
mean-
a version that has fucking plug and play. So
I like that. What do you mean? Like the playing charge kit?
I don't like that they release special edition controllers for almost $100, and they fucking don't have a fucking plug and charge play kit. It's fucking retarded.
You have to go out and buy another one for it. Yeah.
No, you have to go and buy a play.
Yeah. So I'm
You
saying
already
you to
have
get-
one. What's
yeah.
the big deal?
If I'm buying another controller for almost $100, I want a play and charge
So
kit.
you take the old kit out
That's
of it
not
and you
what
put
I'm
in the
getting
other
at,
one. You
Luke.
put your
That's
plug
not-
and play
that's
kit in it.
I
You're only
understand.
gonna
that's
use
not
I
what
that one
understand.
That's
bundle.
not
I
what I'm
understand
getting at.
what Justice
If I'm
is
paying
saying.
$100
too.
for a limited edition controller, it should
You
come.
might as well fucking all you're getting is the picture on the controller, but you might as well get a fucking
A
playing
play
charge
charge
kit
kit.
with
yeah.
it,
The
Yeah,
fact
I
that
get
you
that.
and me played for a day 1 edition console and we didn't
No,
get...
no, no. You got a
Stop,
day 1.
Luke.
He got a day 7.
No, I got it 3 days after him.
Oh.
He was the
I
first
didn't know
person
that.
to own an Xbox
I ordered a
One.
day one console and it came 7 days late, so I got a day 7 edition. It sucks.
Anyways, I think that when you're buying new consoles, especially because PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 have built-in lithium-ion fucking batteries. Shut up, Luke. Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii, Xbox One, I am still buying batteries or am buying a fucking play and charge kit. When I buy a brand new console, I expect that I get at least one controller with a plug and play kit. On another note, if I'm buying a high-end controller that is themed off of something for almost $100, the Tomb Raider one that came out for Xbox 360, fucking batteries. The Titanfall one, I can almost 90% guarantee you that is not going to come with a play and charge kit. Why do I want to pay $100 for that?
Because that's why PlayStation's better.
They don't have. I've never seen a themed PlayStation controller ever.
No, I'm talking about
You
the
haven't?
fact that you just gotta
No,
set it on
they
the
have
side
colored
and-
controllers.
Resistance. There was a themed one for Resistance, I believe.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
believe
I
there was.
love-
Resistance. There was a theme controller.
Let me just search it
Resistance
up real
3.
quick, just to confirm.
Instead of
'cause
fighting,
I like to
we
confirm
have this
things.
thing called internet.
That's why we all say we think, because we're not saying the truth.
I like
we
to
don't know
confirm
if it's true, We're
things.
saying
Confirming things is always good.
We think. Oh, I agree.
What was I confirming? I've had a few
Resistance
beers.
themed
Resistance
controller.
Okay.
Controller.
Well, let's
And
just
that
check out
need-
PS3 themed controllers.
Official, not fucking. I don't think they've ever
Or
released.
the images.
I think maybe a Gears of War.
Yeah,
one
maybe.
once.
No, that's not. That's Microsoft Gears.
God of War. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said Gears. I've had a few beers too.
So yeah, I'm not seeing any official ones here.
I don't think they ever
There's
have.
a Black Ops 2 in here, but it doesn't look official. There, yeah, here, God of War. There's
Yeah.
a God of War one.
Yeah,
That's it.
with the white system.
Yeah.
The God of War edition system, which is white.
See, that's an official controller.
Yeah. So yeah, a God of War controller. God of War
And it's
controller.
got Kratos on the freaking controller.
See, look, like there's the. I love the Tomb Raider controller. It's red and
Is
it looks
this the
all.
Tomb Raider one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks it looks damaged and bandaged up, but it
It's
came.
got that same twirly thing as on my mom.
There's the blue camel one for PlayStation.
This one here.
No, down.
This one here.
Yeah.
That's not official.
No, it's definitely not.
I just said there's a blue camel one.
I know,
didn't
but
say
it's
it
not
was
official.
Yeah.
I didn't
No,
say
I
it
know,
was.
I know, I know. It's-
Okay.
it's-
So let's just argue more. This has been
We're not
Point of
arguing.
Review. Thanks for tuning in. Next week we'll have a brand new episode,
Episode 8.
just like every other week.
I'm at Perfect Flaw 420.
Also known as Justice.
Justice
Justice.
McLaughlin. This is my host at Matt Ream.
Also
And
known
Luke,
as.
who doesn't
Hey,
have Twitter.
shut up! I'm Matt Ream. You can get at me on Twitter at Matt Ream. This is Luke. Say something.
This is Luke, the Duke, at LukeFacebook.com.
No.
He doesn't have the Twitter because
He doesn't have
I don't
Twitter.
got Twitter.
because his phone is ancient.
And by the way,
run
he
by
also doesn't have a
7-Eleven.
last name. I'm gonna beep that out so you can't hear it. He's only got a first name, which is Luke
The Duke.
the Duke. That's his only name, Luke the Duke. He doesn't have any last names.
He's gotta beep it out.
He's
This has been Point of Review.
a Smoking Lamp production.
Thanks for listening.
And Luke.
And Luke, we'll see you next time.
Thank you, IGN, for all of our
Good
news source.
night, the world.
Stop saying things. I'm trying to end the podcast. God damn it.
I'm trying to end our podcast with like, share, subscribe. Make sure you follow people like at that Kevin Smith, Damon Hatfield, Colin Moriarty at No Taxation, Greg Miller at Game Over Greggy. We love you guys. Have a good night.
And leave your comments in the section below.
Yeah. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Are you testing with me? Say
What?
testing.
Testing.
No, say it louder.
You need a beer, Luke?
Oh man, that's a horrible way to test. Walking away. That's a bad test, Justice. Justice.
I'm fucking coming. I gave Luke a beer.
Justice. You're bad at testing.
I'm coming.
You can't be heard by the mic all the way over there, bud.
Shut up.
Testing. I'm still testing.
Testing.
You can't. You gotta just test over.
Testing, 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 testing. Tacos, tacos.
And you probably have to move a little bit closer.
That was easy.
Slightly easy. We should incorporate this button into our show.
No, we can't. It's Staples, jackass. We'll get in trouble.
Oh man.